The current lockdown has made it challenging for everyone, and it has been an ongoing problem for museums that have been closed since November. But today, here I am at the Museum Ludwig in Cologne, Germany, where I'm very excited to be allowed to visit the Andy Warhol Now exhibition that will not be open to the public until January. Let's go have a look. At the entrance, 15 screen tests greet visitors. For over a 2-year period, Warhol made 472 films in this series, where he would ask visitors to simply sit in front of a camera for 3 minutes. Various people participated, and at the bottom is the Dada artist Marcel Duchamp, and behind the dark sunglasses is the writer-philosopher Susan Sontag, who is known for writing Notes on Camp in 1964 and Against Interpretation in 1966. Bookending the screen tests and directly aligning to that Warhol quote, "If you want to know all about Andy Warhol, just look at the surface of my paintings and films and me. And there I am. There's nothing behind it." The Campbell Soup cans are among Warhol's most well-known all-over repeat compositions, and on the right is the Maryland diptych that was made a few weeks after Monroe died in 1962. Things that everyone has access to, like media images or everyday consumer products, are recurring themes in Warhol's artwork. Similarly, Warhol made drawings and paintings of money with different denominations, but this one stands out since the $2 bill is much less common. The old American saying, "as queer as a $2 bill," refers to something out of the ordinary or exaggerated, and not to be confused with the derogatory use of the term once critical of the LGBTQ community. The double Elvis is a fantastic overlap of the famous musician as actor and as cowboy, all brought together in a larger-than-life image on the silver screen. And although he is standing with his gun drawn, the gesture still traces an echo of the rubber-legged, hip-gyrating performances that Elvis was once known for. The do-it-yourself landscape from 1962 is an obvious mirror on the simplicity of pop art. Seemingly superficial, Warhol interweaves human sensitivities in his artwork, from aspirations for beauty to the tragedy of a Hollywood icon, to the contrasting range of joy and sadness at JFK's inauguration and funeral in the Jackie Frieze from 1964. And here we see the vulnerability, intimacy, and banality of the sleeping subject, John Giorno, Warhol's partner at the time. Warhol also highlights democracy in a capitalistic system by showing things we all share and have access to, like products in the supermarket. There is no hierarchy here, and they all contribute to an American identity at that moment in time. In another famous quote, Warhol says, "The president drinks Coke, Liz Taylor drinks Coke, and just think, you can drink Coke too." This portrait of Warhol's former partner, Charles Lazenby, is a pleasant surprise, revealing a more personal side. Very different from the films and silk screens, these drawings from the 1950s are done shortly after his studies at the Carnegie Institute of Technology. In Pittsburgh, he shared a studio, then after graduation moved to New York with his friend Philip Pearlstein, the well-known figurative painter. Perhaps this transition from figurative drawing to graphic design to pop art can be seen here. Death and tragedy are reoccurring themes taken directly from the newspaper, highlighting a current moment in history. For example, in Red Race Riot from 1963, Warhol uses an image from Life magazine that shows the violence against peaceful anti-segregation demonstrators, emphasizing how 57 years later this exhibition is very current in the context of recent Black Lives Matter protests. As we walk through the exhibition, there is also the cow wallpaper and the silver clouds, which is a nod to minimalism filtered through pop art and the Warhol factory. Another wallpaper piece is the Mao Room, which uses an image that was originally mass-produced in China and later repurposed by Warhol in this adaptation of his repeat format. The large oxidation painting is also an all-over composition without the repeat image. It reads more like a Jackson Pollock splash painting that could be easily seen as a critique on the macho nature of abstract expressionism, especially since the series is also known as piss paintings. The gestures here are made with urine. Warhol was often critiqued as being a sellout because he took commissions to paint portraits. However, now, this series showing drag performers has gained new significance in the visibility of people like Marsha P. Johnson, who was an important figure at the Stonewall riots, inspiring the widely celebrated Christopher Street Day parades. Warhol himself is dressed in drag in these 1981 film stills. There are many portraits and self-portraits in this exhibition. In addition to the drawings, paintings, and films, it all opens a new understanding, a new awareness, a new sensitivity to Andy Warhol's artwork. It could even open a new interpretation that Susan Sontag would have warned us against when excavating art history and destroying the original intention of an artwork, or perhaps adding to it. Maybe Warhol himself expected that through the filter of art historical archaeologists digging into his biography, that everyone will read into images differently, based on their personal points of view. In many ways, the hand-painted Last Supper paintings go full circle back to those intimate portraits we saw from the 1950s. These are some of Warhol's last paintings before he unexpectedly died after gallbladder surgery in 1987. Regardless of what facts you have collected over the years, through media and art history books, this exhibition offers a new way to see Andy Warhol now, and it's clear that the themes are current.